Okay, so we have a new Fortnite Save the World Homebase status report or blog post, if you will. And starts off with just a little intro, as always. Commanders by the Fortnite team of one. Take aim, because we're talking about Valentine's Day, so all hearts and all that kind of thing going on. So they said look out for a new quest line, so I presume that's a new storyline of some sort, probably a bit like the Red Willow or the Stoneheart Farah quest line. A returning defender, so that I read a few reports is a defender who was last available back in 2018, and so bringing them back, which was interesting. At least there's a few small quality of life updates which I've heard some rumors about with the changes to the UI system, but we'll leave talking about those things until next week, because as they say, that's next week. So for now, what have we got here? Well, we've got Love Ranger Jonesy. So this is the Valentine's Day version of Jonesy, and he's a soldier. He'll be available in the event stores. That's gold currency as per usual, and his ability is not too painful. I mean, shockwave radius is, I mean, for his damage, maybe 100% increase damage would be fun, but radius is kind of not that exciting. It's not, he's better than many characters we've had recently in the game, but he's not by any stretch of the imagination game breaking. But he'll be available in 4 days time from now, so try and pick him up if you can, at least for your collection book. Make sure you get all the Jonesies. Then we've got Heartbreaker crossbow, which I actually kind of like the design of. I like crossbows. Don't know about the pink dots, hearts and dots. But I do like crossbows. That's it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if it classifies actually a bow or something else, but it's a returning weapon, so you might have it from last year, of course, if you were playing last year. But again, this too is an event store, and I presume these will be 2,800 gold pieces a pop. So get your gold in, get your saving. I will have a look at this weapon when it comes out and see if I want to do a video on it. I will certainly do a video on Love Ranger Jonesy if I can make this work into something cool. I might be able to. I've had a few thoughts from when I read this post a little bit earlier on this evening. So maybe I can make this work better than I have made some of the others work recently, the new characters or newer / returning characters. But anyway, then we've got a new type of war game simulation. So hopefully you're trying these out and playing them all. This time with Meteors, and that starts again on the 7th, 7 PM Eastern time. Kind of trying to show you up the war game simulation a little bit, but not sure how much fun that is. And then this perhaps is my favorite bit of this blog post, which is Anti-Cuddle Sarah. It's coming on the 14th, which is kind of fun, Anti-Cuddle Sarah coming on Valentine's Day. So I actually used my very first hero voucher token from the Ventures from 2 or 3 seasons ago, whatever it was now. How many seasons we got? The season 4 now, so season 1 it would be. But I used my voucher for her because her ability perks are brilliant. She is almost essential if you play melee. I mean, maybe even if you don't play melee, because it's often that you get into some kind of hand-to-hand fight, even if you're using shotguns and pistols and all sorts of other stuff, and she generates energy every kill with a melee weapon, which is brilliant, because it means you can use something like, say, what's it called, the Spirit Blade, and you can do those really cool heavy attacks where you kind of throw yourself across the battlefield, killing lots of things, and by the time you finish doing that move, you've regenerated enough energy to redo it again, even if she's only in your team, not even as your leader, because 7.5 energy, 100 energy, of course, is the max energy you can have. So we're talking, if you say kill 3 things, we're talking like 25% energy gets back. If you're getting 25% energy back, you can then pretty much, I think heavy attacks are 30 energy off the top of my head. Was it 40, 30, 40? It's one between 30 and 40. I mean, we're talking about being able to do this relatively quickly. So she is essential. You must buy her as soon as she comes into the store, because you need her in your life. And I use her in all my teams. It's brilliant for regenerating energy. I use her in synergy with Fossil Southie to basically have some kind of ridiculous energy pool that is constantly building back every time I do abilities, kill things, and every time I even just stand still with Southie. So I am constantly generating energy using those two together as a pair. So definitely cannot recommend her high enough. And then the last thing that's of any vague note really is that we're going to get another banner. So this one's a cursed one. So cursed ones from Briley is where you lose your health progressively through the fight. A bit like the which dungeon was it? The last dungeon, the labyrinth, where you're constantly losing your health. It's kind of like that, except this time through the whole of your wargame. So you get a banner for doing it. It's kind of cool. I mean, banner's a banner, but it's not that exciting, I don't think. And the last thing they mentioned, just to tell everyone, is please don't forget to buy Machinist Mina and her rescaling trap pack and her V-Bucks and her X-ray tokens if you haven't got it. Not very useful, obviously, if you already have saved the world, which hopefully you do if you're watching this video, of course. But main takeaways are: get Anti-Cuddle Sarah, she's essential. Crossbow looks cool, and these bits look a little bit more interesting. Perhaps that's actually what they talked about this week. I don't know whether it was just a week too early, they couldn't renounce some of these things. Because given that they talk about some things on the 14th now, but they're talking about releasing a blog post on the 10th, being the 3rd today. Truly, the things that are on the 14th are more up in the air than things on the 10th. But anyway, that's a minor gripe of my own. Basically, look out for it because it looks like we're going to get some actual improvements to State of the World for the first time in a long time. So, like the video, subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and if you have any thoughts about how I can use Love Ranger Jonesy, because I think that's probably the first thing I'm going to be doing on February the 7th, is buying him and trying to work out how to make him fit into a team. If you have any exciting team compositions, I will see what I can do and try and make them work as quick as I can. So until next time, catch you guys later.